Hi everyone. Learning anything, and since this is a music lesson, music especially, is both a very frustrating process but a very rewarding one. And learning, no matter what it is, requires tremendous amounts of patience. But sadly, most people, myself included, are not innately born with this sense of patience. But now I'm going to share with you 3 ways to develop this patient mindset. And the 3 ways are: 1, using Vygotsky's zone of proximal development. 2 is mess up until you stop messing up. And 3, the power of the word yet in the growth mindset. Now, each 3 of these points will include a musical example, because this is a music lesson, but these lessons apply to all aspects of life, so I'm going to include some real-world examples as well. And timestamps for each one of these sections will be available below in the description. But first, the zone of proximal development. Lev Vygotsky was a Russian learning theorist and psychologist. And he determined that learning takes place best in the zone of proximal development. Now, what is this? I made a very crude drawing of the 3 zones, and we're going to look at these one by one. The zone here in the middle, the first zone, is essentially your comfort zone. It's everything that you can already do. It's everything that you've already mastered. The problem with the comfort zone is that even though you can do everything, it means if you stay there, you stagnate. In music, if you only play Green Day songs with power chords, the best musician you'll ever be is simply playing power chords. In life, if your comfort zone is staying inside and playing video games, you'll never go outside and meet new people that will give your life an interesting flavor. Now I'm going to skip the middle zone and go straight to the third zone. The third zone is, well, first thing you need to understand is that for everything that you are fantastic at, there are millions of things that you suck at and things you can't do. Within this third zone includes all of that. It's everything you don't know. It's everything that if you try to reach for it, it's frustrating. But generally, when you make goals, your goals are within this third zone. So for example, in music, if you pick up the guitar and try to play a Dragon Force song, you're going to suck. And you're going to get frustrated, and you're going to think that guitar is hard, and you're never going to want to play guitar again. Likewise, if you're an 8th grader who is handed a scientific journal, you're going to go your whole life thinking that science is incredibly difficult and boring and dry and wordy, and you're going to hate science. If you only tackle things that are out of reach, you will go your whole life thinking that you're never good enough. And this is why the zone of proximal development is the best place to learn. Think of the zone of proximal development as the carrot on the stick that the rabbit on the treadmill is trying to reach. It's something that, with a little push, is totally attainable. And this is how you keep growing. Say in music there's a drummer who knows he can play double bass at 150 beats per minute, and his goal is to get to 190 beats per minute, but that's in this third zone. So what he does is he learns double bass at 155 beats per minute, and the next day 160, and the next day 170, and eventually he gets to 190 because he's learning within his zone of proximal development. Same thing with push-ups. If you can't do push-ups on your knees until you could do them normally. If you can't do pull-ups, do negative pull-ups where you start up on top and let yourself down slowly until you can actually do pull-ups. Now from there I want to talk about the goal of mastery. Mastery is not, being a master of something is not being better than everyone else. Don't make it about being better than other people. Mastery is simply being able to perform some task with no issue within the context of your current skill level. Essentially, anything in zone 1 is what you already mastered. The second zone is, the zone of proximal development, is what you're working on mastering. And the third zone is where your goals are. It's everything you haven't mastered yet. My suggestion is don't only focus on growing all the time. Because what's the point of growing if you don't enjoy what you can already do? So in music, for every song you learn that makes you grow, learn a song or write a song. That just is something you can already do very naturally. Enjoy it. If you're an artist, for every massive month-long mural you do, draw a short little sketch that takes an hour. Just enjoy what you can already do, and it makes the process much more rewarding. On to the second part. To be patient, develop the mindset of, I'm going to mess up until I stop messing up. And I'm going to teach this part through example. Because here's the thing. Practice is often arduous and very mundane, and sometimes frustrating. So there are two types of learners. And through example, a frustrated learner picks up his guitar and says, I have to get it right this time. Ugh. Okay, I have to get it right this time. I have to get it right this time. Ah! I'm good at pretending. A patient learner picks up the guitar and says, I'm going to mess this up until I stop messing it up. Okay. Nah, okay. I didn't mess it up that time. I didn't mess it up that time either. Oh, I can play it. Okay. Essentially, each time you do it with this mindset, every time you make one less mistake, you're getting better. And it's actually almost surprising when you don't make a mistake because that's what you're going into it planning to do. Small warning though, this technique applies to small things such as homework assignments or guitar practice. Don't say I'm gonna keep getting married and divorced until I stopped getting married and divorced. Just be smart with what you apply these techniques to. And finally, the third bit is the importance of the word yet in developing the growth mindset. Carol Dweck is a learning theorist who differentiates between two mindsets, the growth mindset and the fixed mindset. People with the fixed mindset succumb to the tyranny of now. The catchphrases of the fixed mindset are, I failed that quiz, or I can't play that song. The fixed mindset rewards the answer instead of the struggle. The fixed mindset falls behind and they don't succeed at a fast rate. But also the fixed mindset thinks they're stuck there, which isn't true. The growth mindset rewards the struggle. The growth mindset grows quickly. The growth mindset is patient. Now keep in mind that mindsets are not who you are as a person. It's just the mindset in which you approach a given thing. What this means is you can change your mindset. The growth mindset has one very powerful weapon, and this weapon is the word yet. A fixed mindset says, I cannot sweep pick. A growth mindset says, I cannot sweep pick yet. I didn't pass this test yet. I can't read sheet music yet. I haven't met somebody nice yet. I haven't learned this song yet. I don't have a job yet. Those are all examples of what someone with the growth mindset might say, and they will be much more patient about growing in life. I hope all this helps, and I hope you all apply this, and I really do hope it helps you. Have a good rest of your day.